Hello, everybody. We continue to wait for Bitcoin to do something. It hasn't really done anything yet, but it doesn't appear that it wants to go lower. So let's take a look at it and let's look at us wait for this thing to go. But Bitcoin's really isn't a good spot. This is kind of what I was asking it to do. If you remember when we kind of were popping up out of here, I'm like, we can go up here and go sideways. That would be good. We're doing that for the most part. We did just try to rally up into my 71,970 level there. It didn't really get very far before coming back down. Volume signature on the 2-hour time frame is pretty large, at least on the 2-hour time frame, but we didn't go down either. So it's not a swift rejection necessarily. It's a short-term rejection. The question is, when is it going to go? Today being a Friday could be an interesting weekend. Although I won't be here for the weekend, the market will be. So you do have to pay attention and not move your numbers there. Overall, really good though. 71,970. Again, beautiful double bottom. Here's your handle. You even have a small cup and handle just on this leg by itself. So, you know what? It just dawned on me. This reminds me a little bit of Nvidia's breakout down here, actually. Cup and handle, double bottom. Wow. This is me thinking in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Slow sideways, shook us out, then went. So I don't know if that's going to be the future or not, but there's a double bottom. See the shakeout right here, and then you have the cup and handle. A little more concise, but just a phenomenal breakout after that. And BTC looking pretty similar. Shakeout, cup and handle, like almost. I mean, not exactly, but yeah, looks pretty good actually. I didn't think about that, but that looks good. So don't sleep on this name. If you get a shakeout down here to the 69,272, just don't sleep on it. Let it completely die before you forget about it. When these markets bore you to death, that's when they're about to move. Okay, so you really want to stay diligent. Not like looking at the charts every minute, but because things can get hairy like that. You can start to take positions that are unwise. You get hit several times. How many thousands of times has that happened to me? So I don't try not to really hawk charts anymore. I try to keep some distance and look for wise places to enter. But this is not a bad situation for BTC whatsoever. Could rally sooner, could shake down and rally later. You never know. But it's a great situation. Do not shy away from it. The market moves when it wants to move, not when you want it to move. So shut up and watch. All right. Let's go through our tokens. Solana, which you've been waiting on, Solana, BNB, and Ethereum. And here's our hot tokens of the day down there. Solana, pretty good, low and slow out of this cup and handle. Volume is really, really low on Solana. If this thing pops big, it's going to pop big, I think. Um, yeah. So here's some similar action to BTC on the 2-hour time frame. Not too bad. Seems a little random, and it is, but it's a nice wick to the downside. But really nothing happening quite yet. We are above that 167.97. And it's holding that nicely. So you got to give that credit. BNB, not really walking away from anything. Look how nice and tight it was here. And then the explosion to the upside. Look how nice and tight it is here. And then it'll probably have another explosion to the upside whenever this finishes. But 714, 10 is my current alert level for that one. Ethereum also nice and low and slow here. So we're not going yet. We're still waiting. And that's okay. Because that means you haven't missed it yet. So this is a time where you really want to be around your phone, your computer, whatever device you trade on, and you just want to be waiting because this is exciting times, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone thinks they're boring. They're wrong. This is exciting. I'm still excited, and it's been like a couple of weeks at least for some of these with some garbage action. So I really love watching these pop. All right, next up is our hot coins of the day, Stacks, STX. We had a declining trend line on it. I'm not sure when I drew it, but some really nice pocket pivots coming out of this name. And there you go. Looks really nice. Undercut some moving averages, trying to come back. So don't be too mad at Stacks here. You could try to get it if you really like it. Stop here of about 9%. So maybe a bit of maybe like 90% of a normal position size. That means if you normally trade 10,000 a trade, you trade 9,000 on this one. Just because your stop's a little bit smaller. A little bit larger than you would normally take. But overall, not bad. Looks like we could start going on a nice move up there. Volume is still kind of in the trend of the... That's text, Randy, not a trend line. Volume is still kind of within the trend. It's broken it a little bit. So hopefully that'll sustain and we can keep moving up. And then File token or Filecoin, I'm not sure what it's called. Filecoin, there you go. Filecoin, boom, a big move up today. Look at that volume stepping in. That's what low and slow ideally gets you. So big move up here for Filecoin. Probably a little bit. I guess you could try to get it under. If you go under this high volume candle, you can argue logically there should be support there. Works out pretty good a good amount of the time. So put your stop there, 7% if you want this name. It's not in a horrible spot. It's also not a big leader, but Filecoin goes on some runs. So I think you got to keep that in mind. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's the best 5 minutes of your day right here on Altcoin Buzz Trading. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Stay safe out there. And if this thing pops, I want you to be ready. Get your trading plans out. I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.